Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. Well, I got a really interesting, I'm just poking around articles, just looking at stuff, and I found something pretty interesting actually. And have you ever been so mad at your local dealership after buying a brand new car and spending all that money that when something needs to be repaired, they go out of their way to charge you for it anyway or not? They want to offer you this. They want to do anything they get to sell you the vehicle. But then when it comes to fixing it, when it breaks down, they avoid you like the plague. Or they run to the hills. Run to the hills. They run for their lives. Anyways, well, this Birmingham, Mr. Stephen Hamilton, 33, parked his vehicle, his Range Rover, just outside of the dealership with a lot of writing on it. And let's take a look at what it says. This is crazy. Because the reason why I'm reading this story, I'll tell you why. It's because when you go into like an establishment, right? Like a dealership. It's all clean, marble floors, it smells perfect in there. They even have a pretty girl working behind the desk and ready to take your questions and who to assist you to immediately, get you a coffee if you want to wait. But the back end of things is just so no one knows what the heck is going on. No one knows if they're tricking or treating. And then you see they don't want to pay mechanics what they're worth, so they get a bunch of teenagers out of high school who got some tools for Christmas and is going to start fixing Audis and Range Rovers all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that a lot. Like I'm sitting there getting my. Then I look out and I'm like, wow, that guy looked like that guy's not even 20. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, anyways, furious driver parked 63,000-pound Range Rover Vogue, plastered with warnings to would-be customers outside dealership in long-running row over repairs and service. Stephen Hamilton, 33, from Birmingham. Birmingham. I don't know. Bought 3 cars from the dealership. He claims he had to make a stand against the poor customer service of staff there. He left the broken Range Rover over their doorstep, wrapped in complaints to warn people of their appalling customer service. So there it is there. Wow. Imagine, while going to a dealership, it's like, okay, we're not going here. We're going to go somewhere else. Guys, you know how I feel about new cars? Buy a car that runs $3,000-$4,000, a good one. Keep it in good condition, okay? And you could probably sell it back for $3,000-$4,000 in 2 years down the road if you keep it in good shape. You just get back the money you spent on it. But just trust me on this one, okay? Buying something like that for 63,000 pounds, and then you could probably get 20 for it in like 3 years. So you got to be really careful when investing in vehicles, guys. The 10-year-long customer at the car dealership left his broken Range Rover in front of the dealership after a long-running feud over repairs and customer service. Stephen Hamilton, 33, from Aldridge, Birmingham, wrapped the vehicle in allegations to warn people of what he described as poor customer service. He bought 3 cars from the dealership 18 months ago, costing around £237,000. One for himself, one for his father-in-law and fiance, after previously buying 10 cars from the showroom over 10 years. Stephen Hamilton, 33, he should get a free car. Buy 10, get one free. They should have fixed this car for the guy. Stephen Hamilton, 33, from Aldridge, Birmingham, was unhappy with the customer service at the dealership. So Stephen, who owns an events company, decided to host a protest outside the dealership. But Stephen, who has spent over 700 large at the dealership, 700,000 pounds. That's like $1 million American, right? Maybe 950 American. At the dealership now, says he has no other choice but to make a stand against customer service from staff at the Birmingham dealership. Because I know there's a Birmingham in the States I've been to, but it's Birmingham. Is it Birmingham or is it Birmingham? Birmingham? Yeah. He parked one of his other Range Rover Vogue cars outside the dealership on the verge Vogue dealership on the verge next to the road, risking a fine or even having his car towed. He alleges that after 7 weeks, the dealership keeping his car in to fix its broken gearbox and suspension, they have refused to give him a deadline for the work to be done completed. In response, he covered one of his other Range Rovers with messages about the store's customer service before parking it outside. He left the Range Rover Vogue outside the forecourt covered in complaints such as "do not use this dealership" and "totally incompetent," after claiming he had no other choice but to make a stand. The company have been asked about these complaints, but said it would not comment on individual customer complaints. Stephen, who owns an events company, said, "I have been a customer for the past 10 years. All the staff, from the managers to service staff, know me by name." So there it is. Holy, there's the video right there. It's playing. So there's a dealership right there. I see it. Sorry, guys. I see it in the background there. There it is on the left. Wow. He said, I bought the car from the dealership and then had given me 3-year warranty. I bought the car for my pregnant wife and as a present for the new baby. He claims days after buying the Range Rover, there were problems with the engine and oil and airbags. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at this. I mean, he just bought the car, right? He added, I was on hold on the phone for 5.5 hours when I first complained a week and a half ago. Nothing was being done. So imagine, you ever call those dealerships and say, "Hey guys, you guys gonna fix my car?" And then the guy will look outside and see these 3 guys sitting on the guy's car eating lunch. So basically, the guy would look outside the dealership, and 3 guys from the mechanic shop that are supposed to be fixing the car will be sitting on it. And he'd look at it and says, "Oh, I got 3 of my best guys on it right now." Technically, he's not lying. They're on the car, but they're not working on the car. So you have to be specific when you call. When you call a dealership or a mechanic, say, "Hi, are they actually working on my car? Or are they just having lunch sitting on my car?" You know what I'm saying? So I went to a specialist graphic designer to mark the car with words I wanted. Then I decided to park it outside the dealership, as I thought, I'm not going to let this happen to anyone else. I've since been contacted several times by the dealership. Okay. They've offered me free champagne. For what? But I don't drink. Isn't that illegal to offer free alcohol as a bribe? All I want is for them to fix the car. We're in disputes at the moment, but I have given them the spare key and said, "Bring it into the garage, fix it, and drop it back off outside my house." The spokesperson for the dealerships, "We do not discuss individual customer cases." Of course you don't. Of course you don't. But who's had this? What kind of relationship do you have with your local dealership? I don't know my local dealership too much. It seems like, I tried talking to them about something or whatever, and they're like looking at me like I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I owned my own like in my early 20, mid to late 20s. I owned my own transmission shop. I used to rebuild transmissions. Automatics though. I don't. Standards are a waste of time. Automatics, overheated, blah blah blah. Just rebuilding, overhaul kits, torque converters, everything, and tear down, find the problem, call the customer, tell them the parts price, stuff like that. I was actually really technical when it came into fixing transmissions, right? But I'm just really confused on how they keep dodging the customer like this. Why would they want to run away from the customer? The customer ain't gonna leave. You buy a new vehicle and the transmission's gone, the gearbox or whatnot, and you got oil leaking problems. There's definitely something malfunctioned with the vehicle. Why is the dealership running away from this? Or did the dealership know well in hand that this problem already existed in the vehicle and try to pass it on to the customers? Were you guys passed on lemons? Were you guys screwed over by your dealership? Did they add a special insurance in there on your payments? Did they put you on a 5-year term on payment plan instead of a 4? Because in 4 years, If you pay an extra $10 or $15 a month, depending on what the balance is, you could pay it off in 4 years, but they put you on 5 to pay a free year, a whole free year of payments, when it could be paid off in 4. Yeah, watch out for those things. Watch out everything. That's why I say, guys, shop around, find something used, go around, kick some tires on someone's driveway. What's wrong with this? Oh, I need a bigger car. My kids are growing up, and we want to do some more camping and stuff, and I need more space in the back. Kick some tires, open the hood, rev the engine a bit, listen for pings and stuff. Look underneath, make sure it ain't leaking. Take it for a test drive. Pretty sure you could have $2,000-$3,000 get you a car for 2 years. And if you keep it in good condition, you could probably sell it back for what you bought it for. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I don't blame these. This is crazy. Why is the dealership running away? Comment below. Let me know.